up guys, Ollie here. In today's video I'm doing 5 things I love about my Porsche Boxster S. Sorry about the absolute chaos of the dogs barking, but yeah, this is a 987 Porsche Boxster S 2006 3.4 litre Tiptronic S. Also, I do apologise about the wind. I'm not going to waffle, let's get straight into the first thing I love about my Porsche Boxster S. The first thing I love about my Porsche Boxster S is the exhaust noise. It just sounds incredible. Obviously, it being the S, you get the twin sport exhaust tips, and they just sound absolutely amazing. When you go above 4,000 RPM, it literally roars and it sounds incredible. Here is the stock sport exhaust that comes with the car. My mate did an incredible job about 2 months ago cleaning it, but as you can see, it's just got so much dirtier. But yeah, shout out to Nathan for cleaning the exhaust, because it did look really clean, and now it's not so much. But yeah, shout out to Nathan. Number 2 is the practicality of this car. For a 2-seater mid-engine sports car, it's actually surprisingly really practical. Let me show you. So here is the boot of the Porsche Boxster S. It is surprisingly quite big. This is a car cover. This covers the whole roof, and that only takes up about half the space of the boot. And in here you've just got where you fill up your oil. So yeah, that's very nicely stored away in that cubby hole. But yeah, it's not the deepest boot, but for a sports car where the engine is there, to be fair, it's got a boot where most mid-engine sports cars wouldn't have. So yeah, that's the boot, and it's also got a frunk, because obviously it's a mid-engined car, so the engine is behind the seats, so you have got space in the front. Let me show you that. Right, so in the front you have a little latch here just to lift up, and look how deep it is. Sorry about the receipt, that is absolute chaos. It goes all the way to the bottom of the floor, and you've even got cubby holes where I've also got some links and some car cleaning products. So it is very practical that you have even a cubby hole, and then the battery is under that bit. But yeah, it even has like the warning triangle for when you're driving in Europe. And I don't know what's behind here actually. Never took this off. Oh, here we go. You got more stuff in here. I never knew this, to be honest. More tool stuff from the previous owner and tyre. That is really cool. I never knew that. But yeah, it just shows how practical this car is. Show you guys how practical this car is, I've hired an idiot. How deep does this? How tall are you, by the way? 6'2", an absolute giant. He's in pretty much. You could get a decent suitcase in that, couldn't you? That is quite a big boot, isn't it? 6'2" for a sports car. To move inside because it's raining, but at least we're doing about the interior. So
what have we got in here?
So here you've got a little cubby hole that's got 1 cigarette lighter. I think you put coins in there, but you're only going to get about 4p. And it's high enough to store a Mentos chewing gum, and you have 1 cigarette lighter.
What is that for?
To get Bluetooth to the car. That's another thing. That's going to be in 5 things I hate about this car, is the radio. Then here you've got another power outlet, and no idea what this is. Just put my phone case there, but realistically, you're not really going to put anything there. Then in your door pockets, you got one, Adam, your side.
I have an umbrella.
Put in it because it's very deep. It goes to the bottom of the door.
Get my hands in there.
I don't know what you're going to fit.
Got anything practical?
Really practical. Yeah, that's gone forever.
That's not.
And probably one of the best storage bits is behind the seats, where I keep my steering wheel lock. What else you're really going to fit in there?
Phone, books, magazines,
maps. Newspaper, maps, maps. But yeah, you got that.
Google.
And then obviously you just got, like every other car, a glove box, which is surprisingly quite big, and it's got a nice little pen holder. Thing number 3 is the interior. I just love the dashboard, the white dials. Like, what other car has white dials? Like, normally they're like black or normal. White's cool. It looks sporty. It looks like you're in some absolute whipper. I love the steering wheel. It gets chunkier at the bottom. You got the Tiptronic switches, because obviously this is a Tiptronic 5-speed auto. I do need to refurb these buttons. That will be happening in the modification video. But I love you've got the button to deploy the spoiler, I love how quick that comes up. And I also love how the cup holders are. They're very cool. Adam will demonstrate. You just push and then put the drink in and they extend. And then you can even close that to have a flush look.
As we open it.
I just love the interior. So for a 17-year-old car, I don't think it's that old. Like obviously the radio and stuff is a bit outdated. The speakers aren't the best really. But yeah, for a 17-year-old car, I think it's pretty good. Number 4 is the Tiptronic gearbox. I just love how seamless it is. When I was looking at getting this car, I was undecided with a manual or an auto. And I thought, you know what, I've never had an automatic car. I'll go for the auto. And I'm so glad that I did go for the auto. It is so much better at being auto. It's just when you're sitting in traffic, it makes things so much easier, and I think it's actually a better driving experience. It's so easy just to change up and down the gears. I haven't even put it in the manual mode. You can put it in manual. I haven't even done that yet. It's so easy just to put it in, it's so easy you can just use the buttons on the steering wheel anytime to drop or go up a gear.
If you guys understand what he is saying, make sure to like the video. And if you don't understand, like the video.
He's not a car guy. He is just waffle. Absolute waffle. I just love the design of this as well. It does look really cool, I think. But yeah, as I said, I've never actually put it in manual mode. I always just put it in drive and then just use the Tiptronic switches as and when I want to. But I don't really do that. Like if there's an underpass coming, I'll definitely drop the gear and yeah, just put my foot down in the underpass. But yeah, I'm waiting to go on a little road trip to Wales or Scotland or on some nice roads where I can put it into manual and drive manually with the switches. I've just come outside the car for point number 5 and it has started raining. But number 5 is the paint. It is in God's red. This is one thing I wanted on the car, is the paint. The main spec for me was God's red. I just think it looks absolutely incredible. It's so nice. I did give the car a clean today. Sparkling clean until the rain has started now. And I'm getting absolutely soaked. And I'm standing in stinger nettles. This is absolute chaos. But yeah, I just love the God's red. That was the main point I wanted on the car. One of the main specs was to have God's red because I think it looks absolutely beautiful.